Hello and welcome back to our percussion video series. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about stretching and warming up. It's very important that we stretch and warm up before playing so that we're comfortable playing and we do not put unnecessary strain on our muscles. I'm sure that all of you have noticed that you're a lot more comfortable playing at the end of class than you are at the beginning, right? Like at the end, you're nice and loose and everything's going on, but at the beginning, everything's kind of uncomfortable. You don't really want to move. You're playing maybe a little bit stiff. This is because the process of warming up and playing does stretch our muscles over time, but I like to go ahead and start with a small stretching exercise so that we can go ahead and get most of that out of the way, and when we start off playing, we're playing nice and loose and relaxed. Our stretch is going to look a little bit like this. We're going to put our arms out in front of us, put them out straight, and slowly bring your fingertips up. Okay, you're going to feel your stretch in your forearm here, okay? Hold it for a little bit, bring them back down level, and let's push the fingertips down. Okay, now we're going to kind of get the underside of your forearm. Okay, relax, put them down. With all of this stuff, make sure you don't push. Okay, don't overstretch, don't force your arms to do something they're not supposed to do. Okay, let's do right hand first. We're going to put our hand forward, and we're going to grab across our fingers, and we're going to tug back just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, okay? You're going to be feeling the stretch in your forearm a little bit more, but also in the base of your fingers a little bit. Okay, let's do your left hand, reach across, pull back just a little bit. Again, feel that stretch in your forearm, but also in the bottoms of your fingers, okay? Okay, now kind of shake that out just a little bit. Take your right hand, reach over, grab it right here, and we're going to pull ever so slightly. Again, don't pull anything out of place, don't hurt yourself, but just push a little bit farther than you can on your own. If you're starting to hurt something, we don't need to do that. Okay, let it go. Pull your other arm over. And again, just a very slight pressure. Make sure you feel that stretch and let it go. You should feel a little bit more loose than when we started there. And if we play our first warm-up, it's probably going to feel better than it normally does in class. Your sticks probably feel a little bit lighter in your hand right now than you're used to, and your motion is probably a little bit more comfortable. The next topic I want to cover is the warm-up. Generally, a percussion warm-up procedure will look something like this. First, you'll play an 8 on the hand exercise. The next thing you're going to go to is either going to be a dynamic 8s or a accent tap exercise, a stroke type exercise at some point. From there, you're generally going to go into a double beat exercise, and then you're going to move into a diddle control exercise. Warming up in this procedure does 4 things for us. 1. Warming up in this manner continues the stretching process and allows us to safely work up to more rigorous motion. This can help to avoid potential long-term injuries such as carpal tunnel. 2. Because we begin with these repetitive motions, we can really focus on keeping a steady tempo, a steady motion, and a steady dynamic, okay? Steady volume across what we're doing. 3. We can focus on individual concepts, such as the stroke types, or double strokes, or tempo, flams. We can do all that on its own before we have to put them in a piece. And then 4, we can learn to listen to each other. We can make one sound as opposed to sound like a dryer full of sneakers, right? Some of you have probably heard a drum line at a football game, and sometimes they'll sound like this. Okay? That's not so great. We want to sound like one sound. Okay, that's what we strive for. So our first exercise is really straightforward. All of us have probably played 8 on a hand in some manner. The basic 8 on a hand goes like this. Okay, 8 on one hand, 8 on the other. You can repeat that and do a few things with it. The version of 8 on a hand I'm going to teach you is called 16 on a hand. This is a little bit different. We're playing for longer. Instead of playing 8 notes on this hand and 8 on this, we're going to play 16 on each hand. Okay, so it's going to be 2 measures of 8th notes, followed by 2 measures of 8th notes. I like this one because it makes us work for longer bursts at a time, which can really help strengthen our weaker hand. In my case, my weak is my left hand. I'm right-handed, so my left hand has a little bit of a hard time keeping up with my right hand. Playing these longer bursts really helps me work that out. This is going to be pretty easy. We're going to go through this one together. I'm going to pop the music up on the screen down here so you can read along as I play it. Let's go ahead and play through this one together. This should be easy enough to read. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Do it again. 3, 1 and 2 and ready, play. Alright, that one's pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. With any of these, if you need to go back in the video and play through those a couple more times, that's great to do. You know, even if it's easy, there's no harm ever in going back and playing it some more. The next exercise we're going to talk about is called accent taps. The next exercise we're going to play is an accent tap exercise. I call this one down ups. I call it down ups because I want you to think about the motion that your hand is going to do. This exercise is a variation on the standard 8 on a hand exercise. The idea here is that we're using two different motions to play two different stick heights. So it's going to start with a downstroke. Okay, a downstroke is where our stick starts high, we go down, and we cushion the stick with our the fat and muscles in our hands so that it doesn't bounce back up, right? I'm not squeezing, I'm just not letting it move. Okay, we start high, we end low, okay, which will be followed by an upstroke, which is the backwards of that, when you start low and move up to high. The exercise is going to alternate those back and forth. So going through this real quick, we're going to do this. Okay, we start up, we go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then we stay down. Left hand does the same thing immediately after. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, stay down. So sound-wise, that's going to sound like loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, loud, soft, so on and so forth. The most important thing about this exercise is that we only use two motions and that we're very smooth going between them. Okay, we want to play as efficient as possible. Okay, when you're talking about something being efficient, that just means you don't waste any energy. Okay, in our case, this means we don't waste any motion. We don't move in any way that we don't need to, absolutely need to play that note. Okay, so I'm going to put the music up on the screen, and I'm going to play through this first. I just want you to hear what it sounds like, and we'll do it together in just a second. Here we go. Okay, so to kind of talk about what's going on here, we're starting high, we drop down low, and then we pull up. We drop the stick and pull at the same time, right? Pull up at the same time, that way our hands back up. Okay, you can definitely see that motion better at this angle. Watch that. Okay, so let's play this together. I'm going to put the music back up there at the bottom, and I want you to read along as I play it. Here we go. 1, 3. 1 and 2 and ready and go. Okay, let's try a little bit slower. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. All right. Again, like I said the first time, if you need to go back at any point and rewatch that exercise and get a little bit more control on it, that's great. Always go and do that if you need to. Let's move on to our next exercise. Our next exercise is called double beat. To me, double beat is the most important exercise in the packet. So it's simple enough to serve the same purpose as eights, right? We're really focusing on that tempo, getting really consistent, even heights, even control. The thing that's different here is it also works on syncopated rhythms, and it works on double strokes. If you want to drastically increase your roll speed, right, double strokes, if you want to get really fast, really controlled rolls, double beat is where you do that. So if you have a very small amount of warm-up time, the best thing you can do is run through that stretch really quick, play a couple rounds of double beat, and you're going to be ready to go. You know, I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time. You always need to get a full balanced warm-up. But if you only got a few minutes, run the stretch and do double beats, okay? So in case double beat is new to you and we don't know what that is, I'm going to play it for you real quick. Listen to this. So our rhythm there is 1 E, a 2, and a, E, and 4, and. Do it again. I want you to try to count it with me. I'll pop it up on the screen. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and a go, and. 1 E, a 2, and a, E, and 4, and. Again, 2, ready, and. 1 E, a 2, and a, E, and 4, and. Sticking on that is pretty simple. Right, 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 left, 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 and it repeats. Let's play that. Let's play that together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. Go a little bit quicker. Here we go. 1. Let's go a little bit quicker. 1, 2, ready, go, and. All right, before we get into this, the important thing with double beat is that we play 2 different motions. We're not squeezing and bouncing and hoping for the best. No matter how fast we play double beat, whether it's this or this, okay, I'm playing 2 completely independent strokes, right? I can do it on the rim. I can do it on my leg. Okay, we're playing 2 completely different strokes, and I'm never squeezing and bouncing and hoping that I get it right. That's not how we control a roll. That's not how we play clean rolls. So now that we've played that together, I want to show you something that I do to kind of take this to the next level so we get the most bang for our buck out of double beat. So instead of playing this all on the right hand, then all on the left hand like so, every time we do that double, we're going to alternate our hand. So watch me play this. So our rhythm is the same, 1 E, a 2, and a, E, and 4, and. But our sticking is going to be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. What we're doing there is we're basically playing a double stroke roll, right? We're doing right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, but we have some space in there, right? We've got space between those doubles. I call that space thinking time, okay? We've got thinking time between doubles. So we're playing a double stroke roll, but we're thinking. Okay, so we're playing a double stroke roll, but we're thinking between the diddles. Think, think, think. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's try that together. Here we go. Gonna pop the music up on the screen. Read along, play with me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. Okay, let's do it again. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. All right, so that's pretty easy. That's not too hard. We're going to do one last thing with this. What we're going to do is we're going to take that thinking time out of the roll. Okay, so now we're going to cram it together and play a straight roll. So our rhythm is going to change. We're not doing 1 E, 2, and we're not doing that anymore. Now we're just playing 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and. Then on the left, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and. So it sounds. So the sticking will be right, right, left, left, 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 right, right, left, left. I'm going to pop the music up on the screen. Let's try to play through that together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and a read, and. Okay, let's do it again. One more time. Ready, and a go, and. Okay, now that we've got that, let's try to put all this together. Okay, we're going to put the whole exercise together. Look at the music on the screen. I'm going to give you a second to look over this before we jump into it. So you're ready. Go ahead. All right, let's do this. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. Okay, let's go a little bit quicker. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go, and. Okay, so when you're doing that, make sure we don't rush those last couple of bars. Whenever we go from that open rhythm to that crush down double stroke roll, we tend to want to rush. We tend to want to speed that up. Keep in mind that double beat is nothing more than a roll. So when we play rolls, when we get into our diddle exercise here in just a second, we want to play those the same way. Okay, we play double stroke the same way we play eights. So we play rolls, we play double stroke rolls the same way we play 8 on a hand. So that's 8 on a hand. Nice fluid motions. Put them together. Nice fluid motion still. Put another hand in there. Okay, everything in that roll I just played is 2 independent strokes, no matter how fast it's played. It's 2 independent notes. Alright, so then the last exercise we're going to go through here is our diddle control exercise. Okay, all of you have probably played a diddle control exercise. You've probably played chicken in a roll. One that goes like this. That's not a bad roll exercise. Keep playing that for sure. I'm going to show you one that goes into a little bit more detail. What this one does is it breaks our rolls down from hand to hand. Okay, so it's set up this way. We play a check pattern, and then we play a roll pattern. Our check pattern being the underlying thing that we play the whole time, right? If I'm playing chicken in a roll, even though I'm playing those double stroke rolls, that 8th note is still underneath there. Okay, that 8th note is our check pattern, right? We play 8th notes, then we play our roll. This is the same way. Our check pattern is 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's our check pattern. Okay, we're going to do that every other measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, what we're going to do from there in our second measure, we're going to put double strokes on the right hand. Every time you play a right hand, it's going to be a double stroke. So the rhythm is going to be 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Okay? Now when you see this down here written, you're going to see that this is all 8th notes, and then some of them have slashes on them. What that slash is telling you is to double that note. Put 2 notes in the place of that 1. So for instance, our 8th notes here with the slash on it that you see actually looks like this. It's actually 2 16th notes and an 8th note, or 1 E and, 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, so on and so forth. But we're just writing it a little bit easier so we can write it a lot faster and we can save ink. And after you get used to this, it's a little bit easier to read. Let's look at those first 2 measures. Okay, I'm going to play them, then I want you to play them with me. Here we go. I'm going to play it. That's what it sounds like. Let's play together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Do it again. 2 and ready and go and. Okay, that's pretty easy. So in the next section we're adding on to this, we're doing the same thing, but instead of having doubles in the right hand, we're going to move those doubles in the left hand. So our rhythm is going to change from 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, and it's now going to be 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And the sticking will now be right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So again, don't let that notation mess you up. Now we're going to see slashes on the second eighth notes, right? The upbeat eighth notes. So let's go through this. I'm going to play it once and then you're going to play it with me. Here we go. Let's play it together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Okay, one more time. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put both of those roll sections together. So we're going to play our check pattern, and then we're going to play straight up 16th notes, just a straight roll. So it's going to sound like this. Here we go. So we're playing measure of eighth notes, then a measure of double stroke rolls. Okay, read along. Let's do this one together. This is easier. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Okay, one more time. 1 and 2, ready and go and. The last thing here, the last thing we're going to do is instead of playing a full roll, the first note is going to be an accented stroke. So the rhythm is not going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. It'll be 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Or in sticking turns, it'll be right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I'm going to play this one first, let you listen to it, then we're going to play it together. Here we go. Let's play that together. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Let's put all of this together. I'm going to pop the music up on the screen, let you look at it for a second, and then we're going to play it. Go for it. All right, let's do this. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. All right, one more time. Let's go a little bit quicker. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Alright, that's pretty much all I've got for this section. In the next video, we're going to break those stroke types down a lot, right? We're going to learn all the stroke types and why that's important. And I'm going to teach you one more exercise called D-Tough. I know that's a funny name, but you'll understand where it gets its name from next time. So yeah, until next time, man, keep practicing. Keep this up. Don't slow down. Keep drumming. See ya.